Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Maryam. I am actually in a different room. If you have been following me for a while, you know that this is not my actual room that I shoot anymore. I started filming here in the bedroom because Ariana and Eric are in the living room, and since we all have to stay home and be safe, I didn't want to interrupt their day and let them watch their TV and listen to their music and stuff like that. So I brought my equipment in the bedroom to do this video. This video is going to be on filling in sparse eyebrows for gray hair. I've been talking to Katie. Katie has a blog called Katie Goes Platinum, and she helps the gray hair community, and she has really great articles and shares experience of other women that are transitioning to gray hair. She reached out to her audience and asked some questions on what they wanted to know about makeup and gray hair. And a question that came up a lot was eyebrows. How to fill in the sparse eyebrows without them looking too fake and artificial and not looking right with gray hair. I'm going to put a link to Katie's blog in the description box below. Check out her blog and all the information she has. Click the link below to see her blog. If you have anyone that has gray hair, or if you're going gray and this video helps you, please pass it along to your community and your friends. I do my eyebrows almost every day because they are so sparse. If you can see right now, they are missing so much hair, and it is very like good old 90s. I just went crazy with my eyebrows, tweezed the heck out of it, and now I'm paying the price. I have no brows left. If you're in the same boat with me, you know what I mean. It's really frustrating that I can't regrow my brows. I feel like my hair growth is a little bit slower, and definitely my eyebrows are getting more sparse every day. I use a fine tip eyebrow pencil. The other tool I use is eyebrow gel with color. Whatever brand you want to use is fine. You can use drugstore brand or high-end brand. As long as you have these two tools, it's going to really help out a lot. The reason I use the brow gel is because it has color, and I have a lot of white hair now growing in between the dark, and so because I don't want to tint my eyebrows because I'm allergic to hair color, and I'm afraid that I might have a reaction on my face and brow areas, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to put any kind of tint or hair color on my eyebrows, and that's one of the reasons why I love the brow gel so much, because it covers the gray and it actually has fibers that it helps thicken the brows, and that's why I love using this with this. The color I'm using is gray. And what I do is start from the beginning of my brow and draw hair-like strokes. And I'm not even pressing hard. It's not a lot of pressure. I'm just going very gentle. It takes a little time, but it makes it a lot more natural looking. Now, do you see how it's making this area fuller? Then what I do is to measure how far I want to go with the arch. I measure it like this, and I measure it with my eye. You see where my pupil, the roundness of my eye? I measure it on the end of the pupil. I put my pencil to my nose and look straight ahead. And this is where I want my arch to be. So I'm going to tiny mark there. And then create the end of my eyebrow, which is missing my eyebrow, my tail, my brow tail. When you pick a color, you want to pick a color that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your brow color, and that it actually matches this color, the one that is not gray. If you have more red in your eyebrow, in your hair, then you want to use a brown that is more, has a little bit of red in it, maybe a medium brown or a natural brown. But ash brown is more the colors that I would use for my brow. But I have found ever since I've used this gray one, I found that I like this more than any other color that I've used. because it doesn't have any red in it, and I feel like it matches my color much better. And I think I want to darken this area a little bit more, and you might have to, and find yourself going back and forth a little bit to match it, but you can never match your brows perfectly. Like they say that they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. That saying is really true, because one side of your face is not exactly the same as the other side of the face. So, and your eyebrows aren't the same either. So you want to keep them even, relatively even, but it doesn't have to match completely. Brush through it. And this helps to diffuse the color, so the color doesn't look so harsh because the tip is missing. I try to keep that a little bit darker than this part here. I always go over the tail a little bit after I finish brushing through to make it darker. Now I'm going to start on the brow gel. I start from the outside part of my brow, because that's the place that I want the most color deposited, and then I move my brush towards the beginning of my brow, and that evens out the color a lot. Like I can even show you where the gray is. There's gray here, there's gray patches, like small patches, and there was a gray patch here, but I covered it, and you might be able to see a small patch of gray here. So you'll see how I cover that. It's so great. I love this technique because, first of all, it makes the hair look like I have more hair on my brows. And second, it covers all the discoloration and the white on my brow. And it actually makes your brow stay in the same position you style it. I like brushing my eyebrows up because I like the whole new look of feathery brows. When I actually brush up, I remember the 80s, like how my eyebrows were in the 80s, and I really like that look. And that's it. My brows are done. I love it. I love a good bushy brow. Definitely never ever use black, because black is way too harsh for anyone to use. If you have color like me, like I said, use either gray or a neutral brown, dark brown. That would be okay. Go with the undertone of your natural hair. If your undertone of your natural hair that's not great, if it's more of a red tone, then you want an eyebrow product that has more auburn or red in it. I hope that this video helps you with your eyebrow game and that you have perfect eyebrows. My next video is going to be best skin prep for makeup for mature skin. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell next to that subscribe button so you can get notified when I upload that video. Thanks again to Katie for this question that she brought to me from her community, and thank you for watching this video. Please go check out Katie's blog and give her a shout out, leave a comment for her, and tell her how awesome she is and what a great job she's doing. And if you have any questions about gray hair and makeup with gray hair, things like that, leave it in the comments section below. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!